Hello, it is SeahawksFan with another Go Band League video. We have a level 50 Kyogre made after the primal Kyogre raid day. And this whale is our beast. Now, if you happen to get a good enough Shadow one, definitely something to consider. Of course, in Master League, you can't use any Megas or Primals. But Shadow is definitely very worth it, considering the extra 20% damage. It is a 20%, dishes out and takes 20% more damage. And I mean, Kyogre is just going to be a timeless water type. Primal is the best water type in the game. Now, Origin Pulse is a legacy move. You got to Elite TM it or trade for one with it. And it's a very powerful move, the best for water damage per second. Although in PvP, it's nice to have Surf as a cheap water move, and then either like Blizzard or Thunder, depending on what scenarios you want to prepare for. Blizzard for the dragons, and Thunder for the Kyogre matchup, so there's options. And we also have Zygarde and Origin Palkia with the team Kyogre. And, well, this Dialga comes in a little bit annoying, but we have a crunch. Do we get a shield? We do. Let's go. And the defense drop. And we actually see that. The game says it's a defense drop. Able to get another crunch and get some nice Dragon Tail damage. We grab that last shield. Palkia comes in. We're actually going to shield up, because we have some energy, too much energy to let this go. And we snipe with the Kyogre, and this Landorus is not prepared. It's not prepared to take us out in time. Although they will get an attack drop. We Surf with as much energy left over as we can get. And we get the Surf. Ooh, just miss out the knockout, but one extra waterfall takes care of that Mewtwo. Now we got a Dragonite lead, not too bad for the Origin Palkia. We're going to be shielding up the Dragon Claw. And I don't want to reach another move. I may have been able to get the farm down, but I didn't want to risk a level 51 hundo, as I have the best buddy equipped. We're down a shield, but we have a gorgeous target for the Kyogre, and we land the Aqua Tail. We do not reach the second one in time, but that's a-okay, because they are not prepared to take out the Kyogre. Let's go. Now we have a Dialga. Not as good of a lead. Gonna go for the Spatial Rend. Hopefully they don't shield, but they do shield. Okay. It's fine. No problem. The Iron Head, though, they do get some extra energy, which is annoying. We scare off the Dialga. But we'd much rather Zygarde up against this Origin Palkia instead of our Kyogre. We call the Aqua Tail. Does a decent bit of damage. And that's only another Aqua Tail. Not enough for knockout. And we're just going to throw Crunch. It may not. No, we don't have Earthquake. But we have two shields for our Kyogre. We have Origin Dialga going to get farmed down. And I don't think they have two moves ready to grab the shields. And, yep, they concede the match. This is definitely a pretty decent team, but if you get the wrong alignment, you are toast. You're definitely toast with the wrong alignment. Very nice to be able to absorb all the damage from this Mewtwo, because it is a powerhouse. Mewtwo has always been one of the best in Master League. We get a clean knockout. and defense Origin Dialga. The more defensive Dialga. Shields up. Let's go. We're going to bring in Palkia and unleash Spatial Rend. Do they commit the last shield to go down to 0 shields? They do. Now we can comfortably shield up. It's Thunder. Do we reach another Spatial Rend? They bring in Giratina, and I should have unleashed the Spatial Rend. Would have been able to bring this Giratina down quite low. If I had Blizzard, I would have definitely been happy with this swap. I do need to take care of this Giratina with the Kyogre. And before this weekend, without the level 50, I would have lost this match. But the Hundo level 50 is able to take home the victory, defeating the mighty Giratina. And the Palkia just takes down Dialga. Now let's see another Groudon. Shiny Groudon. It's not level 50. Going to be able to get it upcoming weekend. And we're going to catch the Precipice Blades. Don't mind taking that damage. And they do have a Dialga, which is a little annoying. But it's nice to have found it before we get our Kyogre stuck up against it. And we can crunch for some extra chip damage. Grabbing a shield. Now this Palkia is in a good position. Has enough for Spatial Rend, but Aqua Tail grabs their last shield. And now we can shield up, go for the farm down. Or we're just going to bring in Kyogre. They actually did have another move, and it is only on head, but they're going to bring Groudon. We're going to avoid any Precipice Blades business. We want to keep our Kyogre healthy. And they bring in Ho-Oh. They throw the Brave Bird ASAP. It's not enough for knockout. Gonna bring in Palkia for the Dragon Breath down. That's another win in the bag with this team. Beautiful lead up against Ho-Oh, Apex Purified Ho-Oh. I think it's almost a hundo. It's really good. They do shield up the Aqua Tail. I don't mind this matchup at all, but I do have the Kyogre, which would have been fun to use up against Ho-Oh, but let's see what comes after the Dialga. They go straight for the Draco. Very happy to have shielded that. Should I have gone for the Earthquake? I could have and gotten the knockout. It's fine. It's fine. Stalling out the timer. 40 chests. Getting that timer down. I may have let in too much energy go through, but just going to stay in. Get the waterfall farm down with Kyogre. What is in the back? It is a Zacian. We have a shield. We reach Origin Pulse. And we're sending this Zacian packing. Get wrecked. So nice getting that fairy out. Origin Dialga lead. This is a perfect hundo level 50. Are they going to go for the shield? Yes, we get a shield with a Aqua Tail bait. Can we get a last second Aqua Tail? We do. I imagine they expect it, which is fine. But they shield again. They shield 2 Aqua Tails. What is this dude thinking? Thankfully did not throw that move, so now we have loads of energy. And we are in a beautiful position because this Lugia is very tanky. Do we get the boost? Do we get the boost? The defense drop? We do. And we reach a third crunch. We scare them into Ho-Oh. We reveal the Kyogre. They're going to reach the Brave Bird before we have Surf, which is fine. Handy dandy. We can get the farm down. We can Origin Pulse the Lugia's return. And we can take the victory. Now let's see. We have a beautiful lead up against a Dragonite. Gonna get priority. I think I can definitely one shield farm down. But they give us Avalugg. And I will happily use Kyogre here. If there is a fire type in the back still, then I have Aqua Tails loaded. And I don't need to shield up the moves, although I do want to throw. I don't want to take another Rock Slide. It's a little too close. I'm expecting the Dragonite, which is fine. If they do bring it in, they do. Surf's charged up. Surf's up, dude. We get them down to red. We get the Dragon Breath Snipe with Palkia. They do have a Rhyperior, so that would have been beautiful for the Kyogre, but it's fine. We have Aqua Tail damage. And then whatever energy this thing has, it's not ready for the Zygarde. I do wonder if Aqua Tail would have been more. Surely not more than that Spatial End, although double super effective. Yeah, maybe. Zygarde takes home that dub. Now we have a Dialga, the original Dialga, which is a little annoying. We're just going to bring in Zygarde after we get some energy on our Palkia. They do throw the Iron Head, unfortunately, but it's okay. They give us Landorus, which is tricky now. What the third Pokemon is, it's going to be a little tricky, although they don't have a fairy to wall out Zygarde, so it's okay. Going to go for the undercharge and bringing in Kyogre. They do get a Sandsear Storm, which is fine. We need this energy. It's a Stone Edge, okay. It's a Mewtwo in the back. We are saved. We have hope. Surf is going to do a lot of damage, able to get them down under half health. Kyogre, you did your job this battle. Palkia comes in. Ooh, they have the charge move priority. We did unfortunately throw. Going to go for the undercharge. I undercharge, and now I have another Aqua Tail time for the Dialga. It needs a shield, and we have Zygarde to come in. Can we take them out? Can we take them out with the Zygarde? We can. And goodbye, Mewtwo. And this team is incredibly powerful. Level 50 Kyogre and the two best Master League Pokemon is fantastic. Showdown for the ages in Kyogre v Groudon. We're going to throw Surf in time. We grab a shield. I don't mind taking your Precipice Blades because I don't need to give much farm for the Rayquazas returning. And we have the energy advantage, shield advantage. And they do give us Zacian, which newly buffed Aqua Tail. Definitely a force to be reckoned with. And we have a very good matchup for Zygarde in the back. They do let another Aqua Tail go, and it's time to shield up. Ooh, Wild Charge. Am I going to grab the last shield? I am. Going to shield up once again. They are quite debuffed. And Rayquaza is not going to be able to take out the Zygarde in time. And Dragon Ascent is not enough. Dragon Ascent is not enough. And we have an EQ loaded for this legendary Zacian. Can't wait for it to return. Hopefully we get the shiny one. It returns. We have Zarude. Very excited to get Zarude on the count. It is going to be a paid research, but this thing is quite nice to have. Especially with Origin Palkia and Kyogre doing pretty nice now still. And also some other ground types and just able to wall some Mewtwo's. I'm not going to commit any shields to Palkia with that bad lead. They do have a Gyarados. I would love to have Thunder, but let's pretend to have Thunder. Thunder! The fake Thunder gets a shield. We are going to shield up a Crunch, which is fine. They almost never have Outrage. And I mean, Crunch has that chance for attack drop. Defense drop. Always mix those up sometimes. Aqua Tail is so little. There's so little to Zygarde, but I'm able to just go for the full farm down from Dragon Tail. They have a Groudon. We have a Kyogre. We have energy. They don't shield the Crunch, which would have been hilarious, but we have EQ. And we can waterfall down this Groudon. I don't mind them throwing moves. I do the same sometimes, but a win's a win. And that win is ours. We have a Melmetal. Would love to have Kyogre up against this thing, but it's not too bad of a matchup for Palkia. Able to win the ones just straight going for Aqua Tails. There's no reason to go for a resisted dragon type move into this thing. They do bring in a Dragonite, and here we throw Spatial Rend just in case they don't shield. No need to save like a 1 HP Palkia, which may have been able to do that, but I didn't want to play any stall out my timer. Just like make myself wait a minute timer. Not too bothered about taking another Dragon Claw. We do have a great position for our Kyogre to close out this battle. And the maximum bulk of this Kyogre is fantastic. Charm is going to be able to do pretty good pacing, but they do give us Melmetal, and they are in range of a Surf. Does about half health, and they had under half health. And that Togekiss was not going to take us down. And that is why you should build a Kyogre. Even if you don't do PvP, it's a beautiful, it's the strongest water type attacker. Definitely recommend it. And if you have a very nice shadow one, definitely consider it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for daily Go Battle League content and other Pokemon Go stuff. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.